Matthew Trevor.
And you want to be a wide receiver. You're going to have to take a little bit of a hit like that as Brown got him in that shoulder. But watch. Those are teeth.
Do we have a dentist on staff here?
All right, today we're joined by fullback / linebacker Quasi Myers, previously with the CIF with multiple teams, whether it was Magnolia State, Rapid City, or the Wichita Force. Quasi, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm super excited to talk to you. I know there was a little bit of confusion when I first met you. I first thought you were signed with I believe it was the Orlando Predators. You informed me that you were not yet signed and that you were still looking for your next contract. And then shortly thereafter, very shortly thereafter by that, you were signed by the Wichita Regulators. So what led you to decide to sign with Wichita for 2024?
Well, my first year, rookie year, was kind of split between, as you stated, the Magnolia State Spartans and the Wichita Force. So I ended up finishing my rookie year with the Wichita Force and winning the AFA championship or whatever with the Wichita Force. And it was just, we're in the AFL now, and it was just, I really want to play with my brothers again. You know, you build that bond. And so it's like, I really just want to go back and run it back one more time, see if we can do it on the big stage.
Absolutely. So what does it mean to you in particular to return to the state of Wichita where you did get to finish out that 2022 season?
I mean, it actually means a lot to get the phone call to come back there after being there and won the championship. It really do feel good. And to just have the opportunity to go out there and prove that we belong, it really makes it feel a little different.
Well, let's talk about that real quick. Obviously, a lot of people are kind of looking at the Wichita as possibly an underdog in 2024, given the fact that they're kind of making a large leap. You know, they were previously a semi-professional team, and now they're making the jump all the way up to the AFL. I mean, obviously, you've got kind of unique knowledge being a member of the team. How do you think that Wichita will compete in 2024? There we go. Did you catch that, sir?
Regulators are new. Yes, sir. I said I definitely think Wichita going to be able to compete. We're going to be able to compete, and I say that because Wichita been around for a little while. If you look up their history or whatever, in 2015 they were the CIF champs. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't too long ago. We ended up switching leagues to last year, thinking that league was going to be going for a while, won it or whatever. And last year was just a new owner, and we're getting the fan base to the new name, to the new arena. That's what they were doing last year. So I think people think that them guys don't know what's going on, but it's definitely a lot of experience. Definitely.
Absolutely. So going all the way back to high school, you've kind of been a guy who has played both sides of the ball. You've played some offense, you've played some defense, some tight ends, a defensive line, some linebacker, some fullback in there. Do you have a position that you prefer to play on either side of the ball?
Yeah, if I had to choose to be on either side, I would love to be on defense for sure. First position, I have to say defensive end because like the art of pass rushing is I don't know, it's neat to me. You know, it takes setting a person up, playing off what he do, taking what he give you. So I definitely like stopping a person from scoring a touchdown more than I like scoring a touchdown.
That definitely makes sense. Rio says, tell him he ain't getting no sacks on Rio. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you. I believe that's Jamario Benson. I can't see his name on my side of the screen.
Yeah, Jamario Benson.
God love Jamario. He's with Salina now, currently in the AFL, so they will be seeing each other quite frequently this season, I believe.
It's for you. Keeping it warm for you. You can turn it off. You don't need to be cool.
All right. So anyway, you spend some time with Wichita. You end up signing with Rapid City. Was that for last season?
Yes, sir. That was with last season, but due to some, family things, I ended up opting out, and I didn't play a game with them.
Gotcha. Did you end up playing in 2023?
No, sir. Just travel with, not indoor. I just traveled with Team USA, international, and played that until it was time for this season.
Very nice. Where did you end up playing with Team USA, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I played one game in Vegas. I played one game in Costa Rica. I played one game in Nashville, Tennessee, and one game in Mexico.
Rio says he should have been in Billings, but he didn't want to come play with his boys.
Man, tell him if I had the opportunity, he knew I would be up there with him.
Something tells me that that's very true. But this seems like a perfectly good time to play some of your highlights. So we'll go ahead and pull those up. But they are muted, so we can go ahead and continue talking. Looking back, so like I said, you spend a little bit of time with the Rapid City Marshals, a little bit of time with the Magnolia State Spartans, Wichita Force. Is there a coach, when you look back at your career, that stands out as one that's really, really helped your development to get you where you're at today with the AFL?
Yes. People may look weird when I say this, but because he didn't really get too much recommendation around the way, but definitely a coach by the name of Coach Savage. He was the defensive line coach for Wichita Forest when I made it there. So as far as teaching me the game, him and Matt Wells, but as far as him teaching me, how to play the indoor game, he did a lot. He helped me be able to come off the ball a lot faster and things of that nature. So it really helped out a lot.
Definitely. Speaking of Matt Wells, you're signed to Grind to Shine Athletics, correct?
Yes, sir. I am.
Very nice. You heard it here first. He'll be top 3 in the league in sacks. Wow. Okay. A lot of respect from Rio there. Obviously, one of the better players in the league, in my personal opinion. So definitely, if he says it, you've definitely got quite a bit of respect coming from him. So that's awesome. You mentioned liking to rush the passer. What is it about rushing the passer that you like the most?
If the quarterback is disrupted, they don't win. It's just that simple for when it comes down to me. So as far as like rattling my opponent, I like to be in his mind. I want him to kind of worry about me. He could be worried about me at linebacker, but every single play I'm coming at you at defensive end. Like you gotta see me every single play. So it's like I don't know. It's more of an adrenaline rush for me to get his timing off, get sacks on him than to pile up, interceptions or, a bunch of tackles.
Absolutely. Have you had a chance to talk to Coach Solo and see exactly what your role will be on the defensive side yet?
Actually, no, sir. We have a couple of meetings coming up, in the near future. But definitely edge rush and a little Mac linebacker for sure.
Very nice. Very nice. And then on the offensive side, I assume you're going to be one of the ball carriers?
Yeah, we'll see when we get there. If it comes down to it, definitely going to be fullback or whatever. Don't want to play tight end, just honest opinion. But if it comes down to it, I definitely will.
That's fair. Can I ask you why you don't like playing tight end?
Just speaking of, going all the way back to like high school, I played fullback and I played tight end, but when the fullback's blocking for you, he's blocking for you on a run play. You know what I'm saying? When a tight end's blocking for you, he's blocking for you on a run play. When there's a pass play called, tight end 9 times out of 10 is going out for a pass. So with that being said, my experience for blocking on the offensive side is more heavily to the run. In the AFL or arena football, you're going to have to pass. So that step, the kick step and things, that's just not what I've been familiar with throughout my career.
That's completely fair. So what year technically is this for you in your professional career?
It'll be year 3, but played 2, if that makes sense. I was signed 3 years, but this will be my 2nd year on the field.
Gotcha. So 2023, we're not counting that year because you played for Team USA.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So, what do you look to accomplish in year 3 for you?
I mean, I ain't trying to say what Rio said, but I'm definitely trying to be top 3, top 2 in sacks. Like, that's what I come to be. I come to put my name in that record book for sure.
All right, interesting. So definitely some high expectations for yourself and from others. When you look at your game, what's your signature pass rush move, and who are some of the guys that you've looked to learn new moves in the past?
I mean, if we're going professional route, I have to definitely say Khalil Mack and Michael Parsons for sure. Michael Parsons because we're like have the same type body frame. We're kind of the taller type guys, but we pass rush and both can play linebacker. Khalil Mack just because he has a lot of finesse moves. He can get, even though he's tall, he got dips. His signature is like the shoulder dip, and that's in arena. That's probably definitely my favorite move, the shoulder dip. If I can get under you, get you up, and go under you, we beat.
That definitely makes sense. So interesting comparison there. I hadn't thought about it at the time, but you do actually compare quite well to Khalil Mack. That makes a lot of sense. So looking forward, what do you look to learn from a former defensive player in Clinton Solo?
I just look to become better. Like I'm just a student to the game, so I really don't like as of right now. I don't say I'm on the team. I say I'm going to get me a spot. You get what I'm saying? So I'm kind of very humble. So I really just look to grow, like grow as a player, become a better leader, and go get some wins. We definitely playing for the wins.
That definitely makes sense. So if you have any words for Wichita fans, what would they be?
Be there. Don't miss it. Just be there. Definitely. That's very simple, but I think this year's gonna be major. I think we're gonna catch a lot of people by surprise. So be there or miss it.
Definitely. Rio says my boy Quasi Myers championship comes through Selena. Sorry, I always mispronounce that. I don't know, Rio. There's going to be some tough matchups this year for sure, especially with Wichita and Southwest Kansas as well. That whole state of Kansas is going to be really competitive, I'm sure. So with that in mind, I mean, is there anybody you want to shout out to help, or as far as who have helped you get you to where you're at today?
Definitely, shout out Matt Wells for sure. Definitely shout out Coach E. He was the coach last year for, giving me a chance to play. Shout out Solo, of course, for giving me the opportunity to come play this year. And then just the hometown heroes, Daenerys Antoine, Rio, of course, is one. Josh Campbell, of course, they all from Mississippi, so they kind of set the bar first, Daenerys and Rio, and they gave guys like me the hope or the strive to push to go there. Because, like, my brother doing it, I know we can do it too. So, shout out to all those guys.
Absolutely. A bunch of playoff appearances this past season. What keeps you pushing? I mean, obviously you're here, you're working a job, you're playing football. What is it about football that continues to keep you pushing for a greater goal there?
One, it just it's my peace. Football is kind of like my peace, no matter what's going on. Of course, you have religion or relationships that bring you peace, but it's different when you're on the field. Like, that's just my peace. Like, I'm not really thinking about nothing else. It's my getaway from everything. But also, what makes me push is I've kind of been an underdog. Like what you said, Wichita, we the underdogs this year. I'm kind of always been an underdog. So people say, you was too small. You know what I'm saying? You was too little. You're not fast enough. You know what I'm saying? But then you go and you prove it on this level and this level. And so that's what really drives me to continue to prove and show guys from my city that everybody around ain't the same to get you where you need to be.
I like it. All right. Well, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of already out of questions. We rolled through those pretty quick. Obviously, you're at work, so I don't want to keep you too long. Any final thoughts? Any off the field things that you got going on that the fans should know about?
Uh, Basically, I work. I'm a tugboater. Really, that's it. I work and I take care of my kiddos. That's really it. I got a basic life in football, work, family, and football. Really.
Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, man. Do you have any merch or anything available?
Oh yes, sir. We do. I got my rookie year jersey from the Force. It's out. It's on sale. I think like $30. Of course, and then my Team USA jerseys out as well on sale for $30 as well. And I'm pretty sure once I get to Wichita, we'll be having some more things coming out with our regulator gear.
Absolutely. Where can we find that stuff?
I can send a link, but it's through DG Sporting. They're like a sponsor, and that's who produce all of it for me. But it's a website that I can definitely put the link in for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely get that from you and make sure it's linked in here. For anybody who's watching, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow Quasi on all the major social medias. He's on Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Follow along with his journey because he's just beginning his career. He's got many more years to play, and he's going to be doing big things this season in 2024 for Wichita Regulators. Quasi, thank you so much for your time today, dude. Really appreciate you coming on. Definitely we'll have to get you back on during the season when I'm a little bit better prepared and got some better questions for you so we can have a little bit better interview this time. But definitely appreciate your time today. Appreciate you taking time out of your work day to speak with us as well. So thank you so much. Wish you the best of luck in 2024. And I have a feeling we'll be seeing you in the top 5 this season in sacks for sure.
Yes, sir.
Well, have a great rest of your day and stay in touch, man.
All right, no problem, man.
Have a good one.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.